It's been a pretty good year for me so far here at GenXGrownUp. We've got a lot of videos published, we made a lot of progress, but I'm afraid my productivity is going to grind to a screeching halt later in the year because I just saw the press release and the trailer. Later in 2025, Digital Eclipse is giving my favorite fighting game franchise the documentary collection treatment like they've done for so many other franchises in the past. And when that drops, I don't know if I'll have time to make videos. I'm pretty excited about it. Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John, and I am a GenXGrownUp. Thank you for taking the time to click on this, and if you did, it's probably because, like me, you're a fan of Mortal Kombat. So, just announced, I think it was yesterday it came out, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is coming from Digital Eclipse. And yes, we've had compilations of Mortal Kombat games in the past, but not the way Digital Eclipse does it. Now, they're not branding this as the Gold Master Series like they have done recently with Karateka and Lamasoft with Jeff Mentor, and what else do they do? Tetris, right? This is not in that tree, but it looks more like the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection, which in its own right was the model for the Gold Master Series, so, you know, that all works out. So what is this collection? So I've made some bullet point notes here. Now the entire article, press release, and reveal and everything you can find over at our website where you can read the full press release and see it. I'll put a link down in the description of this video where you can click and go read more if you like. But here's what it is. Arcade, console, and handheld versions of so many Mortal Kombat games. So I'm gonna put them all up on the screen here, but Mortal Kombat has the arcade, SNES, Genesis, Game Boy, and Game Gear, MK2, many of those same ones, including the 32X, Mortal Kombat 3, arcade, SNES, and Genesis, UMK3, which for me was the pinnacle of classic Mortal Kombat, it includes the arcade and the Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Advance on the GBA, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, all included in this bundle. But it gets better. As I kept reading this, I'm like, yeah, but it's not gonna, oh wait, that too. So, I first saw it was coming out on PS5 and PS4, and I'm like, oh no, is that it? No. It's coming out on PlayStation consoles, Xbox consoles, PC on Steam, Switch, and Switch 2. So all of those platforms, pretty much any, you probably have one or two. It's gonna be on there. Also, they said each game has enhanced quality of life features. Now, those aren't revealed yet, but normally I'd be don't tinker with my game, but Digital Eclipse has an incredibly good track record as far as I'm concerned in terms of making little changes that don't affect the integrity of the game that do make it a better quality of life, as it says so. We'll find out more about that soon. Then I'm like, well, yeah, well, that's great, but you can't play online. Online support built in with rollback netcode, which if you're not familiar with that, it's particularly great for fighting games. What it does is it tries to anticipate what you're going to do so that it doesn't delay on the other person's side. If you're wrong, you'll correct it, but that way it keeps everything fluid. So that's gonna be baked in, so particularly good for fighting games. Then we get to the broader scope of it. Interactive documentary pieces, right? So they have interviews with Ed Boon, John Tobias, John Vogel, dozens more people. I've seen footage that you'll see as I'm playing, you know, little clips throughout this video of stuff we've seen before in, you know, little spurts of like some of the motion cap stuff and the green screen stuff that was done for MK. So look, a lot of this stuff we've seen, but new interviews and all this stuff compiled together in a single package gets me excited. I'm ready to play this now. And yeah, my colleagues at GenXGrownUp will tell you that they don't want to play Mortal Kombat with me because at the characters I know, I'm pretty good at it. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Yeah. Now, as I said, you can read more. I've taken the wind out of my buddy George's sails. I know this is going to be in his bit-by-bit news segment later in the week, but I couldn't wait until then to tell you about this. You can also read the article and everything press release he posted, like I said, over at GenXGrownUp.com, link in the description. For me, though, I am just counting the days. I don't have a solid date yet, just sometime in 2025. So, you know, we're halfway through. Could be, you know, 7th, 8th, you know, August, September, something like that. I don't know. When I know, you'll know. I'll tell you. We'll keep an eye on it. Were you a fan of Mortal Kombat? Are you still a fan of Mortal Kombat? Probably, like I am. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in for this quick look at the announcement. As more news is available, I will share it, but just know that a great Digital Eclipse compilation of Mortal Kombat is coming later in the year, and I'm here for it.